summer movie time.
So we're getting into the good season. We're
Yes.
getting into the great season.
Hence, the reason why this is the, and we'll talk about it more in a second, hence why this is the season finale.
Yeah, so sad.
Because we're going to be, one, we're working like crazy right now. We got a lot of work to do. But two, anytime we have the chance, we're going to be doing one of two things. You're going to be going to the gym. Whatever. I'm not going to be doing that. But I'm going to be doing one of two things. Golfing or going to the movies.
Nice.
And probably going to the movies more than golfing. And we went to the movies recently.
Can we golf at the movies?
I wish, bro. Like, if you could have a, simulator with movies playing, in the screen, but you can also, bro,
Imagine doing that with The Legend of Bagger Vance.
Oh my gosh. That's the golf movie you mentioned of
I'm
golf
sorry, the
movies?
greatest game ever played.
Okay, better.
Really
See,
Madison.
Legend of Bagger Vance, though, that's the one you meant. We got Tin Cup. We got so many good ones.
Space Jam.
That's not a golf movie.
I would accept Space Jam over Legend of Bagger Vance. It's all like, hey, mystical black guy. You and your powers. That movie is trash. Do you like Legend of Bagger Vance?
Oh, it's just the first one that popped into my head.
Good Lord. Sorry, this after the last episode, this one's starting hot. All right. But no, we saw a couple movies recently. We did not see them together.
No, me and Andrew saw one of them together.
I saw that one by myself. And I have to tell you, can you give me some camera here, right?
Yes, I can.
I have to tell you, if you are against going to the movies by yourself, it's because you've never done it. It is wonderful. It is wonderful.
Cool.
To go to the movies by yourself.
I've done it.
Especially, I just have time for me, and I don't have to fool with Andrew or Nick or anyone else.
You miss
I
having me
just
talk
get
to you during movies. Don't
No,
act like
I don't.
You,
I never. I
You
literally,
love it.
I literally will look over at Nick several times and go, shut up.
You say that even if I don't say anything. I'll just look
Yes.
at you and you'll go, shut up.
And I'll be shut up. And I will say shut up in a movie. I'll be like, Nick, shut up. And you'll be like, I didn't say anything.
Something will happen and I'll just go,
but you were thinking. And I'll be like, Nick, shut your mouth. Just shut up.
it's just how it is. You think that's not going to happen
No,
on July?
I love going. Communal movie-going experiences is great. But going to the movies by yourself sometimes is fun. And I saw Mortal Kombat by myself. You guys saw it together.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts on, this is our post-popcorn perceptions, but we're going to do it. It's kind of our opening here.
Mortal Kombat 2 was fun. It was pretty, as I sent the thing from Curb Your Enthusiasm, where it's like, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
My take is it's flawed but fun.
Yeah, that's where the pretty good comes from. The way that he says
Flawed.
Flawed but fun.
I
You
think it's
see?
great.
Flawless victory.
Yeah. Flawed victory.
Yeah. Flawed victory.
I thought it was fun and lore accurate.
Yes.
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I don't think it's gonna do very well in the long haul box office wise. I think it's gonna take a dive here soon.
Sure.
Just because the people who wanted to see it are going to, and other people are going to be like, "What's happening?"
Do I think Street Fighter will do better? 100%.
Oh yeah, I think Street Fighter.
100%.
I'm calling it now. Street Fighter will have a higher Rotten Tomatoes, and it will make more at the box office because of when it's opening. The truth is, they should have never opened in May. They should have released Mortal Kombat. Now I know they re-recorded the whole. They reshot the whole ending sequence, and that ending sequence was good.
Yeah.
But that's not how it originally ended. I don't know how it's supposed to end, but apparently...
Hey, not to spoil anything, but it's a Mortal Kombat movie. R.I.P. to some people.
Yeah, people are going to die, okay? But flawed but fun. Flawed but fun.
I think... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think Street Fighter is going to do better because, just based on the trailer, it's not taking itself too seriously.
No, and Mortal Kombat, because of the lore and everything, it would be incredibly out of pocket for it to be like, oh, let's make a joke about... every now and then it would make... Johnny Cage would make jokes.
Yes. Kano would make jokes.
But they're irreverent characters in the game.
Right.
Whereas in Street Fighter, everyone's irreverent about everything because it's insane. You've got a guy from India with his really long arms that punch out. And
you got a guy who shoots fireballs. Like in the trailer, he goes, I think Ryu just shot fire at his hands.
And you got Blanca, and you've got a sumo. What's the sumo guy's name?
I was going to say Yokozuna.
No. Hondo.
Hondo. Yeah.
Hey,
Honda, yeah.
we have some guests with us on the podcast today.
Yeah, we don't have any cameras to show you.
Yeah, but we have two of our. Hey, we will tell you that if you are a listener of this podcast and you're ever in town and you want to sit in, it only costs $100 per person. That's what these guys paid.
Helps us get shirts and
And we're gonna get shirts and all kinds of stuff. Would you guys buy Pass the Popcorn shirts?
Yes.
Specifically, if it said either "See you at the movies," I haven't seen it, or if I had 2 nickels.
Which
I buy all 3 of them.
which one is the worst of those 3?
Well, I don't understand where the 2 nickels came from.
Exactly. Perfect.
I
It's
try
the
to work
worst.
that
Thank
in
you.
into
That's
every
all you need to
episode.
say. That's all I need to say.
That's all he wanted.
That's all I wanted. I wanted you to say how much that saying sucks.
You know, if
because
I had a
he watches
nickel-
movies at my house every week and says it, and I'm going to kick you out. I've still not kicked him out of the house, but I'm going to kick you out.
I try to
of
work
the
it in.
house.
I try to work it in. I try to find connections.
The other movie.
For example,
Oh,
if I had a nickel for every time a fighting game, video game movie was coming out this year, I'd have 2 nickels.
dummy. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's what you get for doing it. My gosh. It's the other movie we saw, which you did not see, and
I
you
have not
need
seen.
to go and see.
I'm trying to get them to go see it with me.
Because you should go see this movie because it is incredibly charming. It is so much fun. It is literally one of my top 3 favorite things I've seen all year.
Emotionally
It
rich.
may be my second favorite movie I've seen all year.
What's number 1?
Hail Mary.
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
Oh, Hail Mary. Hail Mary is great. I already bought Hail Mary.
I haven't
I
seen
already
it.
own it.
It's digital now.
It's digital now.
Oh wow, that was fast.
And it's digital and it's $25 to purchase. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. But what we saw was
Sheep detectives.
Sheep Detectives. Yes, Sheep Detectives. And you might think, like, Sheep Detectives? Can this be good? It not only can it, it is wonderful.
How much like Paddington is it? I saw Paddington gave it a
very
review on
Paddington
Letterboxd.
coded, but yeah, just
But
very.
it had its own flavor.
But it had its own flavor. Like it
So
feel-
like strawberry marmalade.
yeah. So Paddington coded, but also like this one is like
Haggis flavor.
this one. I heard someone call it Babe meets Knives Out,
Yes.
Yeah.
and it is exactly what it is.
Yes. Yes.
It is Baby Knife because it's the irreverent sort of humor of Knives Out and murder mystery, and it's very Babe. And I'm gonna go out and say this. I know this may be a hot take. I think Babe is a near perfect movie.
The pig one?
The pig movie. I think it is a near perfect movie. I
Oh,
think
wow.
that movie is like 4.5 stars. It is a incredible.
Where do you rank Homeward Bound next to Babe?
Ooh.
Homeward Bound's great. It's great. It's not as good as Babe though.
Where do you rank Charlotte's Web next to Babe?
Charlotte's Web book, perfect. Movie, good.
Live action movie.
Worse. Worse. Animated one, Evie White animated, great. Love it.
Yeah, but Sheep Detectives was great.
But it was so good.
I could not stop laughing when they were explaining what church is.
When they explain who God is, their explanation of God. Who is God? Like, because they're walking up to a church.
Yes.
It is so funny. I was laughing out loud in the theater so loud that Ashley had to lean over and go, "Shh, you're laughing too loud." It was so funny. It was one of the funniest things I've heard in a movie in a long time. And it's just charming and it's great. And oh my gosh, Nicholas Braun is so good. If you've never watched Succession, go watch Succession because he's great in it. But he is so good in it. Everybody in this movie is great. Hugh Jackman's great. And because, if you've seen the trailers, know
Roy
ultimately-
Kent. Roy Kent's in it.
Roy Kent's in it. You see the trailers. Ultimately, you know from the trailers that Hugh Jackman, the sheep caretaker, the shepherd, is murdered. It tells you in the trailer.
Imagine getting Hugh Jackman for that.
And so a part of you might go, I'm not going to get much Hugh Jackman in this movie. You get a lot more Hugh Jackman than I thought we were going to get, actually. Do you agree?
Yes.
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 Way more Hugh Jackman
Than you thought.
than you thought you were going to get. But it's good. I mean, if I gave that one a kernel score, I might give it 4. Like, it is like...
For me, Chris O'Dowd's performance.
Chris O'Dowd's was
the Nick
so
special.
great.
You're giving it the Nick special.
I'm giving it the Nick special. It might make 4.5. Like, it's that good
Yeah. We probably need to see it again.
to me. I would... To be able to make the decision if it's recency bias.
You got to see it with a justice to really.
You're right. Britt, you want to go to the movies?
Yeah.
Great. Awesome. Awesome. You go. Colton, you want to go to the movies? Let's go together. Okay. You stay home. I'm going to take them to the movies to see Cheap Detectives. Because I'm going to hear the whole time. If I had a nickel for every time a sheep talked on the screen, I'd be like, oh my gosh, it's all sheep. This guy.
What is up, movie lovers, and welcome back to the Pass the Popcorn podcast, the only show where the takes are hot, the popcorn is fresh, and I get made fun of for liking New Moon.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Nick, here with my co-host, Rob.
It's the end of the season as we know it. There we go. That was good.
And we are so incredibly pumped that you're here with us today, whether you are a casual moviegoer or a diehard cinephile. This is the show for you. So make sure you grab your seat, you have your snacks, because today we're breaking down quite possibly one of the greatest fantasy movies of all time.
It's part of the, maybe, arguably, the greatest fantasy, maybe even one of the greatest trilogies to ever exist.
The show starts right now.
So good. So good. So what we're going to do in this episode is we're going to do it a little bit differently. We may not go scene by scene.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're not going to talk about everything Peter Jackson did every single moment of every single scene of Lord of the Rings. It
would take us forever to do that.
Especially the
'cause it's
extended
perfect.
edition. You know, it's
Because it's perfect and it's great. And I rewatched, I think at the end of last year, I rewatched all of the extendeds for not only those, but all the Hobbit extendeds too. And they're wonderful. They're great. I mean, do they? And the question is to the LOTR fans out there, do they add a lot to it? Heck yeah, they add so much. Like we rewatched, what was it, Fall Guy with the extras, and you're all, doesn't really add anything like that much, you know. But it's Fall Guy. But whereas with LOTR, man, gosh, so good. So this is a huge last episode for us for this season. And it wouldn't make any sense for us to unpack this movie because most of our viewership and fans, and if you haven't seen Lord of the Rings,
go watch it. It's on HBO Max.
What are you doing? Like, what are you? You don't have to watch the extended edition. I encourage you to watch the extended edition.
You should only watch the extended. Jake, I know you're listening. Only watch the extended edition.
Has he not seen it?
No, he has. He's the one who instilled. He said, "There's no point in watching the regular one."
Well, yeah, and I mean, even if you're the kind of person who you like movies but you prefer TV, then break it up into a few viewings. Like watch an hour here or whatever. But
I mean, this one has a point where my first viewing, I went, "Oh, this is where it's going to end."
Yeah,
and then it just keeps going.
Yeah, yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're really good. This episode's gonna be way more, instead of just a breakdown scene by scene, it's going to be way more I don't know. This is a celebration of a movie that is like. I read these books growing up.
Yeah, you got one right there. That's all three of them.
Yeah, this one right here. You bought me some versions of the book, but you know this seemed like an unmakeable movie. Like you just could not make something like this big. It was too big. It was too expansive. It was too complicated to be able to make. It seemed impossible.
And Peter Jackson, wouldn't you know it, took a ragtag group of unknown actors
and
to New Zealand.
And we're talking about
and he did it.
Let me unpack a little. So before he gets to this, we're talking. This is Peter Jackson here. Peter Jackson, who we know of today as, you know, the Hobbit movies, which we know are not as good as these. There's no way. There's no comparison. And we've got this one, and we've got, you know, King Kong, and you've got Tintin, slept on. Majorly slept on.
Tintin's a really good one.
Tintin
really
is so
good.
And so many great movies. But at this point, he is like, we're talking, he made Brain Dead, he made Bad Taste, he made Heavenly Creatures, he made The Frighteners. These are all like gory, kind of like comedy horror, splatter horror movies. Like that's the only kind of movies he made prior to making Lord of the Rings. And he was known for that. And like, so between Heavenly Creatures is about like two girls that are murderers. Like it's a true story of two girls, I think in Britain, who were like teenage girls who are murderers. It's a crazy story. But then even prior to this, like, what was the biggest fantasy franchise, including sci-fi, prior to this?
Star Wars,
absolutely. But of this kind of fantasy, this particular kind of fantasy franchise, what was the biggest thing prior to this?
Never-ending Story.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. Like, you had Princess Bride, but it was more of a comedy. You had Willow, but Willow was a failure at the box office. It did not do well. You had them releasing movies early on. Every time a fantasy movie was released at the box office, it would never make its money back.
Right.
True.
Never.
True.
It would never make its money back. It was no studio would ever hand $1 billion fantasy trilogy to anyone, much less a guy who makes movies about,
Maybe Wizard of Oz. Probably.
comedy gore. Wizard of Oz,
Probably,
maybe
yeah.
the only thing prior to that. And yet, Peter Jackson gets it. Like other than Stephen Colbert, who knows Lord of the Rings better than anybody else, apparently.
Yeah, there's lots of people who are very torn about what's going on there.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a lot of people torn with what's going on there.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I mean, but the same people that are torn
I
about
have
that
no idea
are
what you guys just referenced.
Stephen Colbert is making a show, or not a show, a movie.
Yeah.
A new Lord of the Rings
Similarian.
movie.
Is it that?
Oh, the
pronounced?
Silmarillion?
Yes.
Bro.
Yeah, I think he's
Do you
making
even know
the
what
show.
that is?
I know the book.
He knows what the
I know the
Silmarillion
book.
is. Yes.
Yeah.
And what's another one that they're making? Something about the Gollum one that Andy Serkis is making,
Yes.
where they recasted Aragorn.
I mean, Vigo doesn't really do a lot of stuff anymore,
I know.
and he is older.
I just know there's
Jamie Dornan's a pretty good.
I know. I know there's lots of people that are
Well, here's the deal.
upset.
Here's the deal. And this is the thing about
They don't
all
think.
of
Well, they're
Is
they're
Steven
also
just moneying it, like producing it or directing?
Stephen Colbert's directing it.
Yes.
He's not directing the Gollum one.
He's not directing that.
Does
That's
he
Andy Serkis.
Have directing?
And Andy Serkis' current track record for movies, not great.
Has he directed
he
anything? Steven
Making movies, like as an actor,
yeah.
wonderful.
and it's
directing.
I just know there's people who, again, my friends who introduced me to everything Lord of the Rings. They're like, the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit, perfectly fine. They didn't need Rings of Power. They're like, you don't need to add anything. You don't need to keep making.
Rings of Power is a little slow to me, honestly. And I'm not sure. I thought that Lord of the Rings would work great in a TV format, and I don't love it. Like, it's just has a hard time keeping me.
Maybe they went too slow.
Yeah, maybe. To drag out and get too many episodes. Have you watched Rings of Power?
No.
I watched the whole first season and was like, it had good moments.
I know it derailed another show's hype because there's so many people that were like, dude, Wheel of Time is going to be great. There was a panel before one of our panels at FanX was, let's talk about the Wheel of Time. And then they're like, it's getting canceled.
Well, there are some people that think that Wheel of Time is better than Rings of Power.
Just doesn't have the same.
I'm not one of
doesn't
those
have the
people.
same name recognition. You know?
It does not. It does not. But yeah, so like this movie, Fellowship of the Ring, we're talking about in this franchise, miniatures and practical effects and old school filmmaking tricks. We're talking about like going back to like Star Wars and like 70s, 80s, like making alien kind of tricks, handmade stuff. But you gotta put a person in there to make that movie who is a crazy passionate nerd, which is why I don't think it's a bad idea to put Stephen Colbert, because you have a nerd who's incredibly passionate about it. Dave Filoni right now is killing it with Star Wars. What is Dave Filoni?
He's like the Kevin Feige of Star Wars.
Yeah, but ultimately he's
a
a
nerd.
passionate nerd
Yes.
who knows Star Wars lore, and Stephen Colbert knows Lord of the Rings. Like, I mean, quotable. So I don't know what they're gonna do, but I think it could be.
It's enough for you to keep an
Yes.
open mind.
Oh yeah, it's not like they're, to me, anytime they make something like this, Nick, anytime you start to extend an IP, it's always a money grab.
The sequel trilogy of Star Wars.
Yeah, it's always a money grab. It's always going to be a money grab because that's just the world we live in today, and sequels and IP and everything. It's all that kind of stuff. That doesn't mean it's necessarily going to be bad. I think some critics go into movies getting made and they go and they look at a sequel getting made for something or an extension of it, and they go, oh, it's IP.
Why can't we just have original stories?
Why can't we have original stories? And it's all, I mean, you can, but you can also have just really good sequels. Like,
You can create original stories in a sequel.
Yeah. So, and then, on top of that, you've got, so New Line Cinema. This is released by New Line. New Line, for a lot of people that don't know, New Line is a subsidiary company of Warner Brothers. Honestly, this would have been like the equivalent of, like, if you've ever watched a Disney movie, and you saw back in the day where Touchstone Pictures released something. New Line was like that, like their Touchstone Pictures. Touchstone is Disney's, New Line is Warner Brothers, and it's like Warner Brothers is like, hey, I don't know how much we trust this franchise, so we're gonna kind of pawn it off on our smaller studio, and this freaking put New Line on the map. I mean, because prior to this,
Dingers.
New Line's biggest movies prior to this were
Teenage
Mutant Ninja Turtles and Blade. So, but you're talking a studio that has made Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Blade, and Lord of the Rings, and I could probably name so many. New Line, great studio, really, really great studio.
It's banger after banger.
So it's like A24 today. Just whereas they're making independent, incredible, all these things. These guys are just, I don't know. They're just letting filmmakers have fun and make really good genre movies. Making really good genre movies. So
Peter Jackson took a ragtag group of unknowns. Down to New Zealand.
Yes, New Zealand as Middle Earth.
Elijah Wood, Ian McKellen, Viggo
So
Mortensen,
unknown.
Liv Tyler, Orlando Bloom,
Yes,
Christopher Lee.
great, incredible cast.
Oh my gosh,
Incredible cast.
Sean Austin.
Well, and now, and
Samwise
Sean Astin,
Gamgee.
absolutely. Now, to this day, New Zealand is. After this, New Zealand would become one of the most sought-after filming locations. After this, New Zealand, their tourism would go up thousands of %. People will go to New Zealand.
Their air safety video is Lord of the Rings themed.
Yes, people will go to New Zealand just to go visit Hobbiton. I want to go visit Hobbiton. Like
Shire.
Our friend Athena just came back from there.
I was literally gonna say that. And so tourism exploded. Hobbiton, and then prior to this, Weta effects, not that big of a this puts Weta effects on the map, which I think is actually based out of New Zealand. So that puts them on the map, but this movie feels so real, doesn't it? It just and I think that's what's so hard about when you go and watch the Hobbit franchise later on, that there is way too much reliance on special effects in the Hobbit movies, and I think it's because they were trying to release them so fast.
Yeah.
Well, and the Hobbit movies did this thing. Typically, when you film a movie, it's in 24 frames per second, and what that does to the human eye is it kind of puts it like you're looking through a window. So you're watching a movie.
Yeah.
The Hobbit, I believe they did it, and he made it either 40 FPS or 60 FPS.
I think he made it in 60.
It was ramped up, and then so what that did is it became so.
Or the first one was 40.
Yeah, it became so imperceivable. It was too crisp. It was too fluid.
Well, and when you make something that crisp and that fluid, it's only going to reveal the problems that you're seeing of faces. When you're using facial technology, all those things are going to be revealed even more.
Or when you have Gandalf sitting in a room by himself, and Ian McKellen breaks down because of how far away removed from the Lord of the Rings franchise it was.
Absolutely,
that hurts my heart every time I see it. When he's just sitting in a green screened room by himself, in tears.
Oh yes, absolutely. It's so what? So you've got, and I mean, just those scenes in Bilbo's house,
Hobbit Hole,
are so amazing. Their use of forced perspective to make Ian McKellen seem like a just giant, and you rewatch it and it holds up. It's just so good. I know there were scenes, and not just with him, but Ian McKellen and even Elijah Wood, where they're not even close to each other. They're so far apart. It's incredible what they do, but yet in the movie they make everything feel so cool. And then I know they built massive miniatures. Too. Do you know what some of the ones were?
Massive miniatures? I mean, when you have the gates.
Yes. Minas Tirith.
That's a
Minas
miniature.
Tirith is a massive miniature.
Rivendell's a miniature.
Was all a massive miniature.
Right.
Which is incredible.
They did also in this,
Orthanc,
at least in Fellowship of the Ring,
where the orcs are at.
I'm pretty sure that they utilized also still painted backgrounds. Like,
Yeah.
So instead of it like them generating or CGing a background, they do a lot of painting, and they for practical effect reasons.
Well, and I do like the new thing that we're seeing in a lot more movies, and they did it in the Mandalorian series. I think Mandalorian series was one of the first ones to do it, where they film in this round where they have a screen around them. And so instead of just going,
they use a video game engine for that.
Yeah, they use the Unreal Engine. They use Unreal Engine for that. And so whenever they put them in this space, that feels more real than whenever they put someone in front of a green screen and then place that on there.
Yeah.
It feels a little more lived in.
Well, that and like then when the camera's filming it, it's less like a flat wall that they're adding stuff onto, and it's more like it's there. Better depth.
Well, let's talk about some of the characters, since you mentioned a few of them, and just different things that we think about these characters.
Who's the best Fellowship of the Ring character?
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
keeping it to the first movie.
Yeah, I mean Gandalf.
No.
I love Gandalf
No.
so much.
That's
I love
your favorite?
Gandalf.
That's your
no,
favorite?
Aragorn is my absolute favorite. He's my absolute number one favorite. But
Hang on.
I
Who
love
are you
Gandalf.
gonna say?
I like Legolas.
Legolas is great, but here's the deal: like they
Legolas
all
is
have
too
their
cool. In
they
this
all
one.
have their moments. We're gonna go through this. All of them have their moments.
Far be it from me to like cool things.
Like we'll talk about later that thou shalt not, you shall not pass scene is incredible. Like it's awesome. And if you're just judging purely, I mean, I think my actual favorite overall in the entire movie is going to be Viggo Mortensen as Aragorn. I think
the first one.
For the first one. But even through most of them, I love him. But Samwise
can't.
he grows on you. But the truth is, man, Viggo is so good. But let's start. Let's do character by character first. Okay, so Ian McKellen is Gandalf.
Yep.
Is this a perfect casting?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You can't have anybody else play Gandalf.
Yeah.
Can't.
Yeah, I know that. I was reading somewhere once that Ian McKellen would get emotional filming scenes when they would use the forced perspective technique we were just talking about there. He would get emotional because he'd be so far away.
I know, and it got worse in The Hobbit because
Yes.
in The Hobbit it was just him in a room, a green screened room, and he would they'll cut, and he would just be like, it was hard for him because he's such a traditional actor.
Oh yeah, he would get frustrated and angry
Have
and
you ever
like.
seen his Macbeth?
Oh, his Macbeth's amazing, absolutely.
So good. Like
But Gandalf is a very warm character. He's the authority
Gandalf the Grey
figure.
here.
He is what?
Gandalf the Grey.
Gandalf the Grey here. He's funny. He's great.
All the people know him. Keep your secrets.
Any other thoughts on Gandalf?
I mean, I just love that all the hobbits are excited for his fireworks. Just like every time they see him, they just go, "Did you bring them? Did you bring those fireworks?"
You bring the fireworks. They're like little puppies.
They're just a little.
So cute. I'm like, did you bring a treat?
little indies.
Okay, second character.
Oh.
Viggo Mortensen is Aragorn.
Oh, that's your second one. Is that on your list?
No, this is I'm just going through. There's
Okay.
no order to these.
Okay.
We're just gonna break them down. Okay. Did you know he was not the original casting? Viggo was not.
Yes, but I don't remember who was originally.
So Stuart Townsend was actually the original casting for him, and Stuart Townsend literally dropped out days into the production of the movie. So they were already making it. Aragorn is one of the most important figures in the entire series. Stuart Townsend drops out. I think he had another project or something come through. What an idiot. Do you know what movie Stuart Townsend's in?
Now that tell me when I look it up. That's the first thing that.
Stuart, S-T-U-A-R-T, Townsend.
Yeah. The first thing that pops up was like, "Do you guys know he was supposed to be Aragorn?"
Yeah. Major. It's,
This guy,
the League
no.
of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
yes.
This guy, some things happen for.
There
a reason.
are there are major mess ups when and there's some that are such big mess ups that we're so grateful when Will Smith turns down the role of Neo in the Matrix.
Yeah.
And we go, thank you, Will Smith.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful you did that
You did
because
good.
that movie was not yours. That role was not yours. That was Keanu's role.
Oh crap! Why am I blanking on his name now?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise
And
turns down Iron Man.
He turns down Iron Man.
yeah.
And you go, it couldn't have been. I wouldn't have been as believable with him. And so, but you get here, days in production. Vigo gets a call. He comes in,
Crushes.
and his son he wasn't going to take it because Vigo's history of movies is kind of crazy. He's got this movie called Captain Fantastic, which is a really great movie about like a weird hippie dad. And then one of my favorite movies of his is actually based on a graphic novel called History of Violence. History of Violence is a really, really good movie. You and I should watch it together sometime. You would love that movie. Dark, brooding, really great story, incredible visuals. But he did not want to do this because it was a franchise. He was like, I'm not going to do this. And this was one of those kind of things they were saying, hey, if you're going to get into this, you're going to be committed to 3 films. And
that are filming back
and his
to back
son
to back.
His son actually convinced him to do it. So his son, thank you so much. Vigo is so good. And he broke his toe kicking the helmet in 2 towers.
You gotta bring that up in 2 towers. You can't bring that. I was gonna bring that up, but you can't bring that up in the wrong movie.
Oh no,
you
you bring it here. We're talking about the characters here.
Colton, did I not say to you that yesterday?
Wipe your tears out.
Do it again. It'll be a nice refresher.
It'll be a nice refresher.
I love.
You know what you don't do in an episode? React like an absolute crybaby.
Dude,
Whatever. Wipe your tears.
You have an actual tissue in your hand, man.
it's a lens wipe.
Talk to us about Boromir.
No, I love Viggo Mortensen's Aragorn. I like how mysterious he is. I like
good.
he's not couldn't be anybody else. Boromir, man,
Sean Bean?
R.I.P. Sean Bean.
Yes.
If Sean Bean gets cast as that character, just put money that they're gonna die.
Yeah, whether you are Ned Stark, or whatever else.
I was actually very surprised when I saw him in The Martian and he didn't die.
Have you seen the new thing the guy released online where he uses AI to put himself in all the scenes from Game of Thrones and he corrects the entire show? So he stops Ned Stark. Sorry, if you're watching this and you haven't watched Game of Thrones. Sorry, it's literally been out for years. Everybody knows Ned Stark dies. But he stops him and he stops, the Red Wedding and all those things. You should watch it. It's really great.
But Boromir, man, talk to me about a character that I like for most of the movie. I was like, I hate you. I was like, I don't like you.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like he doesn't feel like a hero. Like he's probably the most human of anyone out of all the. Like a lot of them feel almost
he's the only man. there.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's very he feels like the most human
he's
person.
He's the most human, especially because he's the first one to succumb to the ring, like wanting to take the ring from Frodo, and where he almost tries to kill Frodo, and then Frodo. That's when Frodo dips. That's when they split.
Yeah,
because Boromir's human and he makes mistakes.
It's true. Interesting fact. Did you know this that Sean Bean would not fly on helicopters to their sequences because he's terrified of flying and terrified of helicopters.
Right.
So he would actually hike up mountain in his equipment.
Dude, I also heard he actually got shot with all those arrows.
Really?
Yeah.
And died?
Yeah. Well, his Boromir's death too. That was one where I didn't I knew all the memes about Sean Bean.
Yes.
But I wasn't expecting it because it was like the first movie. It was like before like the halfway point of the movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. And then it gave stakes.
Yes, it did.
It gave stakes.
It did very good stakes.
It gave stakes to the fact that some people say this movie, or this is just 3 movies of them walking.
It is. It's just 3 movies of them walking.
I love also the meme. Have you seen the thing where it's like a music video where they're talking to J.R.R. Tolkien and they go, hey man, you wrote The Hobbit. It was really good. What's your next thing? And he's like, we're talking about more hobbits. And they go, oh, all right, man. And he goes, and they walk. And he's like, what? And he's like, and they just keep walking. And then they get these other people and they walk with them.
My gosh. So who else do we want to break down in this one right here? I mean, those are obviously like
Frodo.
a few of your maybe. Frodo, we have to. He's your main. He's amazing.
Played by Daniel Radcliffe, right?
No, that is not Daniel Radcliffe.
Wait,
That is
what?
Daniel Radcliffe's brother, Elijah Wood. Elijah Wood, who
Oh, right, his brother.
the child actor Elijah Wood, in movies like he was in Back. I think he shows up in Back to the Future 2, as a kid at the arcade.
Nice.
He was in a movie called North. He was with Macaulay Culkin. He did The Good Son. He did all kinds of different movies. Like he did everything.
He did Harry Potter.
He did not do Harry Potter.
Oh, sorry.
He's not Daniel Radcliffe. This is Elijah Wood. This is a very different person.
If you've seen interviews, when people say who do you get mistaken for, both of them go the other person.
The other person, yeah.
Well, these franchises came out like at
The same time.
The same time.
Yeah.
The same time.
The same
And
time.
we're both massive successes along. I mean, and we love to see one movie help another movie be really good because that tends to happen a lot in cinema where like you'll see Barbie do well and Oppenheimer does well. You're seeing it right now with Devil Wears Prada and Michael are both killing it, and it's like they're both good movies. People are having a good time.
Well, like you could see this in real time because this was back when movies would come out yearly. Fellowship of the Ring did such a good job with practical effects. I rewatched Sorcerer's Stone, and its CG and its effects didn't really hold up as well. But then they saw Fellowship of the Ring do really well. So in the second one, the effects and the practical effects and the CG are
They made each other better.
1,000 times
I genuinely
in
think
the
that.
second one.
Well, and I think it made the Harry Potter franchise step up and go, hey, we need some people like Alfonso Cuarón and other people to get involved in here, and David Yates and Mike Newell and some of these other directors. I mean, this was an incredible era of
Early
movies.
2000s.
Because you would every November, Thanksgiving weekend, you knew you were getting either a Harry Potter movie or you were getting a Lord of the Rings movie. And in some cases, you were getting both.
And you want to know what else you'd be getting in this time frame?
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
You'd be getting Spider-Man.
That
X-Men.
was summer though.
Yeah.
But I'm saying in this like early 2000s era.
But particularly fall of these years,
Yes.
where I remember going to Cinemark. It was Tinseltown here in Layton, and waiting outside of the theater in lines around the building to get in and get a seat.
God, can we bring that back in movie theaters?
It was so amazing. I love the convenience, but man, that was fun.
Can we give me a camera really quick? Can we? There's one thing I need us to bring back.
No.
Movie theaters, and it might not be for everybody. I understand that.
It's just for you.
It's just
Late night releases where I'm waiting out like in the lobby with a group of people and we all know we're all there to see the same movie. Just hit different.
I think for a event movie, if you did like you advertised it like a
Well, they just did it for the new Jurassic World movie.
Yes.
They had a special midnight like showing, and
Yes.
we were it's just so much fun.
It is. You're with a community and seeing all of this stuff. I actually saw my boss and I went together and saw Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban and waited outside the theater saying, my boss wanted me to see it, and we loved it. At midnight, we went and saw that movie together.
It's just like,
Can you believe that? My boss did that?
and and the thing you said, it's just for me. I'm not saying it's for everybody. I'm saying how much could it hurt for you to do the night? Like everybody knows. Oh, it says it's released on a Friday. It's actually coming out on Thursday.
Yeah.
How hard is it to just do a later? I mean, the workers and stuff, but I mean, it's just it's a camaraderie thing. I'll buy a movie theater and I'll do it.
We're in this era now. It ain't gonna happen. You will get fan events, but they're not gonna go back. They're not gonna go back. I mean, but ultimately you've got Frodo and you've got Samwise and you've got Merry and Pippin, and they're all great, and everyone's perfectly cast in this. And you've
Saruman,
got all these people.
Christopher Lee,
Saruman, Christopher Lee,
Legolas,
amazing.
Gimli. Isn't this Orlando Bloom's first movie out of college?
Was this his first?
Out of like Juilliard?
This is
Which
this
came
and then
first?
Pirates, right?
Pretty sure this was his first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring was his first movie,
Yeah.
2001.
Yeah, he gets this, and then he gets Pirates franchise,
Nice.
which is great. I mean, that's
true.
I mean, he's on a roll, and you've got Keira Knightley, who literally came from. She was in Star Wars, so she was in Phantom Menace and all those. She was kind of like the double.
Oh, that's right.
So she grew up in those, and then these guys got some really great franchises. But I mean,
Liv Tyler's in.
you got a great
Darwin.
cast, and the chemistry of this group, and I mean, gosh, we're Comic-Con fans, we're Fan X fans. Jonathan Rhys Davies shows up almost every year. He does some of the best panels of anyone. He is so good, and watching like him as Gimli, but like back in the Indiana Jones days and everything, he's just so great. Like this is a perfectly cast, which is why we have something special we're gonna save for the
I'm
end
telling
of the
you,
episode.
a bunch of unknowns. Like
Yeah.
Kate Blanchett. Who's that? I'm making a joke.
Anyways.
Hugo
Okay.
Weaving.
You do. You got the ring race. my gosh. How about the score? Okay, Howard Shore, since we're like talking about this concept of like how they made the movie and everything, Howard Shore makes the score for this movie. What do you think of the score of Lord of the Rings?
I have a playlist on Spotify called Home Workin'. Whenever I'm working from home, and in it is just
Wait, hold on a second. So, what's the playlist name?
Home Workin'.
Oh, okay. And then you use it when you're doing what?
Working from home.
Oh, okay. How did you make that jump to something so creative of a name for that list?
Well, because technically it started when I was working
So
on
the
homework.
playlist is called
Home Workin'.
and you're doing what?
Well, it started when I would be doing homework.
Homework, but you're working from home?
Yeah.
Bro.
Well done.
Love that.
But in that playlist is just I have just straight up Lord of the Rings score, but I also have like lo-fi versions of like the Shire or the Fellowship theme.
Oh my gosh, man. And like man, we nailed that. Great job. All right.
I'm the Foley.
Okay, so what else we want to talk about? We're not going to unpack this whole movie. So we're just talking about the different things that they love. I love the ring wraiths. It felt like this is where his horror filmmaking,
Yeah.
and like his horror filmmaking starts to really come in, and you see how he builds those scenes with the ring wraiths, and like the scene when you find Aragorn in the back of that pub. And it's dark, but you can hear them outside. And those scenes where you're going, those areas and battles with the ring wraiths are so good, and they're so perfectly lit.
Sorry, I was thinking about the bar scene. I'm thinking of Merry and Pippin. Oh yeah, I know a Baggins. He's right over there. Frodo.
You want to punch those guys through every single movie at all. But like that's where you see his horror filmmaking. But he just balances all that because it doesn't feel like a horror film at all. You get into those points that are really, really heavy, and then you come out of those, and you have these really, really light, beautiful sequences, everything else.
Lembas bread. It's enough to fill the stomach of a grown man.
Oh, gosh.
How many did you eat? 4.
I can always count on you to quote.
No, I like that. I like 2 before they leave the Shire. I really like the Shire. I like what like his. So you know when he drops
How bright.
how bright the
everything
Shire is. But I like his talking Peter Jackson's like decisions on things and how you make things feel like you can feel the weight of the ring.
Yes.
Specifically when he drops it and it doesn't bounce, it doesn't make any noise, it just boom.
Falls down. Yes, love that. Love
You know
that.
how he did that?
Great take. Please tell me.
Oh, there's a magnet under the so when you drop the ring it just
What? There's a magnet?
Hmm?
What was the name of your playlist again?
Wait, what was the ring made of then? Because gold isn't magnetic.
It's amazing what prop masters can do these.
What?
That's why I'm asking. I don't know if
What?
you know what metal it was made of.
What? Oh my gosh. How about the scenes in the Mines of Moria? The Mines of Moria scenes are perfect.
It's
There.
Moria?
Yes.
I thought it was Moriah.
I thought it was Moria. How it's pronounced. Look it up.
It's more yours. It's
Yeah,
not.
it's Moria. It's the Mines of Moria.
I believe
yes.
you.
Yes. You, this is the same thing as Frazil.
Frazzle.
Yes, it's Frazzle, but you called it Frazil.
No, it's Frazzle.
No, that's not what you said.
Yeah, it's
you pronounced it. It's the same as Brazil. Frazil.
That's how it is. I'm the one wrong. That's why
No,
it's
you're
Frazzle.
he's gaslighting me now. He's gaslighting me now. I don't believe him. I don't believe him at all. Mines of Moria scenes are amazing. They're again
This movie has some great action.
incredible.
Like the whole series, the whole franchise.
And the blend of practical effects and CGI and everything. I kind of just want you guys as viewers to like finish this episode with us and then go watch this movie. Like it's just go watch this movie. It is such a worth a rewatch. It's just amazing. I mean, this is worth a yearly rewatch every year.
the orcs are gross.
The orcs are
The
disgusting.
orcs are just
The creature effects and the makeup and everything are so good, and how they come out of the ground and like their use of mud and all of this stuff of like birth in these creatures and how they like like Ace Ventura when he's like
When it comes
birthing
out
from
of
the rhino.
of the rhino,
Yeah, Birth of a Rhino. Like, but like that, but like better. I don't want to know about better. I mean, Ace Ventura when he comes out of the rhino's butt. It's a pretty epic. It may be one of the greatest scenes in cinema
I
history.
don't know about that.
It's at least
Hey,
top
man.
5. It's at least top 5.
Did you also know for The Ring, for certain shots like when it is on the floor and other things when it's just shots of the ring, they made a really big ring.
to get more detail.
Yes, you could like do you want to see the picture of the ring?
I do.
Like, look at how big that ring is.
Are you
Oh my
seriously
gosh.
not going to show the camera?
You got to show the camera. Isn't that cool? That's great. That's really, really cool.
So we're not getting like a camera like.
I love that. That's really
Sorry, I
good.
didn't show the camera, producer. I apologize.
The "You Shall Not Pass" scene. One of the best scenes in the
I thought it
movie.
was this too shall. No, I'm kidding. I'm
This too shall pass.
One, like.
Have
something-
you seen this movie, Andrew?
Yes, I have.
Something that like people also don't like. This was pointed out to me by a friend, but he said, oh, in this one he's like, whenever they do magic, you don't see it like Harry Potter when they do spells,
Right.
But this one, and that's why he thinks it ages so well, is because it's like when Saruman and Gandalf are fighting, they're casting spells. Like
Yes.
you see them, their bodies
yeah.
whipping around, but there's nothing coming out of the staff or anything, so it just ages better
It does.
instead of having bad effects. And like even the Balrog,
Balrog, man.
Looks
In that
so
scene,
good.
the Balrog looks so good. Absolutely amazing. Love the Balrog. Absolutely amazing. So good. And I don't know. It's like we could talk about it all day long. Where are we at, like time wise, right now?
We're at 50.
50? Yeah, 50. So like, I think that's a good. I mean, ultimately,
I think there's a part of this movie too. I want to like for somewhat of the pacing throughout it, and like when he said you could break it up. There's a part of the movie after Frodo has been stabbed by the night wraiths and the water horses.
the
talk
ring
about-
wraiths and the water
Yeah,
horses.
think about
yes.
Frozen when you were like, oh, she's riding that ice horse water. That
yeah.
made me think of this.
Yeah, I know.
And
I
they
hate
go
Frozen.
to Rivendell, and what was I about to say? What happens in Rivendell? Oh, it's when they form the Fellowship. It's when
Yes.
they form the Fellowship. My first time watching this movie, we reached that point. They're like, you have my axe and my bow and my sword and everything, and I was like,
And
oh.
my axe.
I was like, this is where the movie ends.
yes.
It doesn't, but that's where a great place to take a break.
Oh yeah,
It's a
you
great
can totally
place to take a
stop
break.
there
Yes.
and then jump right back in. Yeah, it isn't an
See
unrelenting.
Frodo get sting.
It's not an unrelentingly paced movie, but it's also not a movie that is like that spends so much time explaining like massive amounts of exposition. It just lets you kind of live out the exposition in the movie. Like okay, for example, the bad comparison because it's not a fair comparison, but we just watched Mortal Kombat 2. Okay, Mortal Kombat 2 spends just big old huge scenes trying to make sure you understand what's going on, and it gives you like a lot of exposition. Okay, it's part of what is Mortal Kombat 2's flaw, is that rather than just acting it out, it's doing it. And I understand why they did it and everything, but like if they were to do that in Lord of the Rings and go, well, there's this and it's because of this, oh yeah, and then they're having a conversation and all they're doing is explaining exposition, it would make for a very boring.
Like imagine.
Just let them live in it.
Imagine if Boromir had gone, one does not simply walk into Mordor, and then he went on like a 15-minute tangent explaining why.
And then they're like, and this because this is Boromir, and this is what you're gonna find, or this is what this and this is what you're gonna find in this place, and this is what's gonna happen here, and he's just explaining. You're like, oh, dude, like
Boromir,
seriously,
shut
just,
up. Get shot with arrows already.
Yeah, just get shot with arrows already. And so yeah, I mean this movie holds up massively. I think it's one of the greatest classics of all time. Do you think in the franchise, not counting the Hobbit movies, between it and Two Towers and Return of the King, where do you think it ranks amongst the three?
The worst.
I actually think it is for me. It's the lowest of the three for me.
Yeah, I don't think I can argue with you. And that's saying something because this movie is probably near perfect.
But it's just a testament to the other two.
Which
Yeah.
one of the other two is better? I am particularly a Two Towers person. Two Towers is absolutely perfect.
The Battle of Helm's Deep for me is
Oh, the Battle of Helm's Deep is
unmatched.
so
So
good.
I like Two Towers.
Yeah.
I gotta go with Return of the King.
It's a great.
I gotta go with Return of the King One, because there is more of Carl Urban's character, and I love
Yeah.
Carl Urban's character.
Yeah.
But two, just when Aragorn hits him for Frodo, and just starts running.
Yeah. Oh, emotionally, it's a really good movie. But I think everything that made Fellowship good is a setup they put into Two Towers and made something truly magnificent. And then they took everything from that was amazing, and they just continue to build stakes. But they do have to, between Two Towers and Return of the King, they do have to unpack a lot that's going to happen that's going to lead to
You got
ultimately
to give us
him
one of the
taking it.
grossest characters.
Oh, yeah.
Of all time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's
I'm talking about Gollum.
yes.
And if you're like, no, Gollum,
Oh my gosh, and
Gollum's
Gollum, and-
they're like no, Gollum's gross.
Well, and Gollum and what they did with Weta and everything paves the way for Andy Serkis to be able to do stuff later with the Planet of the Apes movies, which is incredible. And I still Matt Reeves' Planet of the Apes movies are in some of the best movies you're ever gonna watch. They're so good, so good. His performance as Caesar. My wife hates those movies. She hates those movies. I once threatened to divorce her over it. It was a big deal. It was a big deal. But then we got over it.
Oh, hey, I wanted you to know. Did you see we have a sealed Fellowship
Yeah,
of the
I
Ring
see this.
VHS
That's
tape?
awesome. We have a sealed one right here. Can I open it?
No, what?
Here, let me-
Oh, hey, wait.
Okay.
We have to one day to see if we won the Kia Sorento SUV
Oh, okay. Well,
and a trip to New Zealand.
we'll see if we can do that. He has ADHD showing right now. He's getting very distracted. Okay.
No, I'm sorry.
So
I've
so
been
ultimately,
wanting to point that out. the
to
entire
close up
episode.
this section, it would go on to while this one didn't win a ton of Oscars, it won some Oscars. It still is a big Oscar. It would set up from Return of the King and nomination wise many, but we wouldn't have shows. I don't think we'd ever get Game of Thrones if Lord of the Rings didn't happen. And like you said, very very well. We do not get as good a Harry Potter movies if Lord of the Rings isn't pushing it to be better. I think a lot of the modern cinematic universes that we have today exist because Lord of the Rings really had some great success and was able to show that that you can do this more than just sci-fi Star Wars.
Yeah.
That it really is. I mean, and there's so much fantasy television today.
Which actually that was also coming out at the same time. The prequel trilogy was coming out at the same time. as
Yes.
this.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Man, the early 2000s.
Yeah,
So
so
we
much.
talked about that one year, like the decade for the 80s. The early 2000s were kind of stacked.
Do you believe that the special effects in this are better than a lot of modern day blockbusters?
Yeah. It's yes. Two Towers has some stuff that bugs me, particularly with Gollum. I noticed when I watched it, but
It's perfect. I disagree in every way, but it's okay. Go
I
ahead, share
mean,
your point.
you know, there's scenes where he's supposedly on top of leaves, and as he's moving, he glides over them instead of like rustling the leaves. So yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, yes. There's some modern day movies that are just god.
So this versus She-Hulk.
better. She-Hulk is god awful.
It's just such the worst thing from the
Okay.
What?
Let's.
leaves weren't crunchy.
The leaves weren't crunchy.
It's the fact that you have a character not interacting with the environment around them.
This is still new. This
Gosh, man.
this is very newly established.
That's what.
It's like when people your age
What
go
are
back and watch movies that are older, and you go, "Well, why don't they look like they came out in 2020 something?"
Those flying monkeys' wings aren't
It's
flapping.
because.
Why doesn't it look like Avatar?
It's
Where's
because
the
I've
color?
had.
The way of water.
It's because I've had a lot of people go, well, the effects are really good, and as what they did with Gollum was really good. And I go, okay, then explain this very obvious thing of whenever he is walking somewhere, he is not interacting with the environment around him. I can agree with you that its effects are great.
I'm gonna
but there's-
What
reclip
are we,
some scenes.
corridor? What is this?
Yeah, I'm going to. This is not Corridor Crew. All respect to Corridor Crew, but even I have watched stuff with Corridor Crew, in specific about Gollum, and Corridor Crew is like, this is some
Yeah,
of the greatest stuff.
because
ever
the way they
created.
made the character, yes, but his interaction with the environment, bad.
Okay, I'm gonna find some clips. I'm gonna prove you wrong on that later. But ultimately, let's give our score for this movie, and let's get into our final segment, which is really cool, something we've never done before. But what score do you give this movie?
I want to hear your score. I want to hear Andrew's score first.
I don't do scores.
It doesn't do scores. This is 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah, this is 4.5 to me.
I give it a 4 to 4.5.
4 to 4. No, you gotta commit, bro.
4.
You can't.
I gotta give it a 4.
You gotta give it a 4.
It's the lowest one. Because
I just want to point out because we said this at the beginning of the episode. This has the same score as New Moon, the Twilight.
Because the reason I go 4
Sucks
for this
to
one
suck.
is because I will most likely go 4.5.
Okay, we'll hold you to that.
But you could make an argument
That
and
all
to
of
my
them
Lord
are
of the Rings
5s.
fans out there who are watching, you could make an argument 5, 5, 5.
Yes. Very easily.
5, 5, 5.
Very
But
easy.
I think that you're genuinely what you're looking at here is you're looking at 4.5, maybe 4.8.
Yeah, if
we
we
don't
were
really-
getting into
Yeah, if we're getting into those things, you're talking 4.5, 4.8 maybe. Two Towers, 5. Absolute 5. Return of the King, also 5. Also 5. But you can make an argument that all these are 5s. I'm going to give it 4.5.
They're all 1s.
What? You cannot make that argument at all.
I could. I didn't say it's a good argument.
But
tell me why. Give me one reason why you could.
Because my religion.
Tolkien.
Tolkien was.
There's so much
I'm not
Christian
saying-
allegory in this.
Who said I was a Christian? That's what I'm saying. I didn't say it was a good
Because
argument.
you said your religion.
I'm just being a contrarian.
He's just being himself. Okay, all right. Let's go into our last section here. So I brought up to the guys actually today this segment that I think is a really, really cool segment, and we're going to try to do this.
Who
and
gets
then
first pick?
We might explore this. I'll do the setup, and then ultimately, whoever gets first pick is whoever our audience, our in-house audience, says has the better takes out of the three of us.
Colton, could you come put your thumb just right in front of the camera?
So then,
Yeah.
if somebody else has,
there he is.
Nice.
In studio audience. That's not Ponson's thumb.
so if somebody else gets to pick, the others have to pick someone else.
Yeah,
Yes,
you can't-
and you
that's-
cannot pick the same person.
that's the point of
I'm
a
gonna set up the
draft.
rules.
Okay,
I'm gonna
okay.
set up the rules in just a second. Okay.
Hey, man.
So we're doing this thing called Build Your Own Fellowship. You have my sword and my unnecessarily chaotic draft choices. Okay. So everybody understands the rules. It creates debates. You can pick people from movies, TV, anime, gaming, fantasy, sci-fi. But they ultimately need to be comparable to the original roles. Okay, so we will go through a type, and then and I'll explain the type, and then you have to pick your person and create your fellowship from this one. And I want you as an audience to do this as well. So we'll pick the person first, then go to those choices, and you'll pick your person, and then we'll do it person by person as we get through all of 9 people in the fellowship. There's 9 in the fellowship. Okay. Who do you think? I'm going to let Brittany and Colton, our in studio guests today, pick who out of the 3 of us gets first pick. Okay, because here's what will happen on the first person. The first person to pick will be the one they name as number 1, and then you guys pick number 2 and number 3, and then when we move to the next person, it will literally just rotate. So number 1 will become number 2, number 2 will become number 3. Number 3 becomes number 1, and we'll just rotate on the 9 characters.
Okay.
So you guys pick who picks first on this one.
We'll start with Andrew.
Okay, Andrew picks first. Andrew
What?
picks first. Who picks 2?
Because in a draft, the weakest always goes first.
Okay, good. There you
I
go.
don't know movies.
Okay, excellent. So Andrew's going to go first on this one, and our first character that we're unpacking today is Frodo. Okay, Frodo is your burden bearer, your moral center, the one who has to carry it. He is emotionally vulnerable. He is morally grounded, ordinary person in extraordinary circumstances. Slowly transformed by the burden. This role is it's hard to cast well because the character can't just be cool. They need empathy and emotional exhaustion and resilience and inner strength. The person carrying the weight, no one fully understands. Okay, no one fully understands. Who would you pick? And we cannot pick the same person. Who would you pick?
And you said this is any movie, anime, gaming.
Any movie, anime, video game, anyone. Who would you pick as your direct comparison to Frodo?
Okay, so I whittled it down to 3. I'm not gonna give you my top 3, but my number 1, I'm gonna say, Arthur Morgan, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's good. He's
Okay.
carrying the weight. Carrying the weight. Very,
Carrying
very
the
good.
weight, flawed, transformed
Tuberculosis.
by the story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. I get number 2 pick. I am going to pick Paul Atreides. Paul Atreides.
What franchise is that?
From Dune. Paul Atreides from
See,
Dune.
I didn't see.
As someone who is carries the weight and is transformed through all of it. I'm picking Paul Atreides.
What? I just don't. As Frodo?
Yes.
As a Frodo?
Honestly, you could make it very, very comparable. Like, this is a person who
That's-
now they are affected in different ways.
I would put him.
The point though is they have to carry the weight. Who in the Dune franchise carries the weight?
But who?
Paul.
But I would put him. I would have put him more as Aragorn, the reluctant king. He spends the entire first movie saying, "I am not."
You can pick your own list.
I was just.
You can pick your own list. You
just-
don't have to pick mine.
I was just giving where my.
You can pick your own list.
I was giving.
That's great. I didn't ask.
I was giving where
so
my-
you can pick your own list. Okay. So, Paul for mine. Who would you pick as yours?
Peter Parker.
Peter Parker.
How did we know? How did we know?
Peter Parker.
How do we
I
know that he
literally-
would
how
pick
do we
Spider-Man?
know?
I thought you would pick Miles Morales.
Not for this one. Not for this one. Miles. Peter has to carry more. Peter has to carry more, and Peter is a lot more emotional.
Wouldn't that literally make the argument that Miles is Frodo and Peter is Sam?
Yeah. I mean, if I did not pick, who would have been your second pick?
I have Aang from the Last
Aang,
Airbender
very good.
and Link from the Zelda series.
My second pick would have been Harry Potter. Would have been Harry Potter. He would have been my second pick. So that would did you
I said
Harry Potter. Harry Potter's a great pick. And I think he's a very comparable pick.
I had Peter Parker, Harry Potter, and then there's another one that I might use at a different role, so I'm saving to name.
Okay, are you sticking with your first pick there?
Arthur Morgan. I think that's unique.
Arthur Morgan. Yours?
Peter Parker.
Sticking with Peter Parker. You know what? I'm gonna actually change mine. I'm gonna go with Harry Potter. Harry Potter's gonna be my Frodo type.
All right.
So okay, let's go to our next
question
character.
for the game master.
Please.
Can we not? So those characters are off the table even for other positions.
You cannot use them at all through the entire thing. Harry
right,
Potter is
noted.
off the table now completely.
Okay.
Paul Atreides is back in.
Sweet.
Other things. Okay. So,
All
can you guys keep track of mine for me since I'm running this? Let me know my team. Okay, thank you. The Wizard Guide. Okay, the Wizard Guide. So, Gandalf, wise, magic, leadership, mentor, occasional chaos. The comparable energy here is powerful old guide with hidden depth. Powerful old guide with hidden depth. What you're gonna do, you'll pick your Gandalf type. Who is yours? I get first pick now.
Yes.
I get first pick on this one. Powerful old guide with hidden depth. I am going with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Is that yours?
Obi-Wan Kenobi is a excellent one. Obi-Wan Kenobi, is that yours? Yes! That's what I'm talking about.
I'm next, right?
You're next.
This wasn't such a. I gotta think. If Frodo is Peter Parker,
Yeah.
I gotta put the pieces around him
Okay.
to really
Oh, you're going like in universe.
Yeah,
keep.
yeah.
I didn't say that. I just said I gotta make sure I'm putting the right pieces around him.
I'm feeling very good about Harry Potter and Obi-Wan right now.
And for that reason, with the second pick, I gotta go Professor X.
Fair.
Ooh, that's a very fair pick. Like it.
Fair.
Like
he was,
it.
He was one of my top.
Respect. That would be top 5 picks for me.
Yes. My pick for old, chaotic, wise man guide
Yes.
is Uncle Iroh from the Avatar Last
Oh,
Airbender.
Uncle Iroh. Very, very good. Very, very good. Okay. Who would have been another one you would have chose? I think my next pick would have been Aslan.
Oh, I didn't think of Aslan.
Aslan would have been my second pick.
Mine would have been All Might.
All Might. Yeah. I'm not surprised at all. And you?
Got a poster of him right there.
Yeah. You, Andrew, who would have been your second pick?
Zelda.
Were you trying to see who the
Brent.
picture was?
But what?
Were you trying to see who the poster that I was talking about? It's the one that's my tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I knew what you were talking about.
He did.
My hero.
Yeah.
My hero. Okay, so our next one here is our so Wizard Guy, a reluctant king leader, and I understand your comparison. Your when you're talking about Paul. Okay, Aragorn, the role warrior leader, reluctant hero, emotionally grounded, survival expert. Here is the comparable energy. the guy who eventually has to take charge. The guy who eventually has to take charge. That's your comparable energy. Who is your Aragorn type? Nick, you get first pick.
The Mandalorian. Din Djarin.
Solid.
Because, I need one, sharpshooter. 2, best car armor. 3, he's going to take care of Peter.
Yes.
He's there for him.
Yes.
He's a dad.
Din Djarin. I like it. It's a good pick.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I put Steve Harrington,
Steve Harrington.
the reluctant leader, right?
Yes. Gosh, there are so
I just
many.
wanted to be like, I try to stay away from like main, the big franchises. I'm gonna dip into each of them,
Yeah.
but I wanted each of my picks to be from a somewhat different franchise.
I am gonna go big franchise, and I have to. I've gone back and forth, but this is my dude. Batman, Bruce Wayne, is my Aragorn type. He is my reluctant leader, your noble warrior. I was really on the borderline of picking either Maximus Decimus Meridius from Gladiator or Geralt of Rivia. I love both of those. It was great. Who would have been a second?
Who's that one from?
From The Witcher.
Oh,
From The Witcher.
Oh,
Toss a coin to your Witcher.
Yes. Great job.
Another one for me would have been Paul.
Paul Atreides.
Would have been
Great.
Paul Atreides.
Yeah.
I have Din Djarin as well.
Yeah.
Djarin, and I have Captain America too.
Okay. Ooh, Captain America would have been great. Okay. All right. Next, we are going to be going to your, sort of your honorable warrior but complicated character. Okay.
Boromir. The one who tried to kill Frodo.
He is a strong fighter. He is flawed. He is emotional. He is human. He is tragic. The comparable energy here is he is the powerful one who struggles internally. Mm-hmm. This is the character with a major internal struggle. So
This one's back to
that's
me.
back to you as number one pick for Boromir type.
And I'm going Bucky Barnes,
Gosh!
the Winter Soldier. Did I take it from you?
He was one of my top two.
Yeah.
Top two, top three.
He wasn't for me.
Yes.
That's just sorry.
Yeah. No, I love Bucky Barnes. I love
Bucky.
My number one, the one I was actually going to pick, but he was right up there. My number one is Kratos. Kratos from God of War.
Yes.
I love Kratos. He is that very much. He is powerful, but he's incredibly flawed. He is just, he's a mess. But Bucky Barnes would have been up there, but I could make an argument for, I mean, good Lord, you can make an argument for Solid Snake from,
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid, which is great. What else?
So this one should come as no surprise.
Spider-Man character?
Not a Spider-Man character.
Okay.
A My Hero character.
Oh, My Hero Academia character. Okay.
For those of you who don't know, I love that show. And when you're talking about powerful but flawed heroes, warriors,
Goku.
gotta go Katsuki Bakugo.
Katsuki Bakugo.
He is. There's a bunch of posters of him. He's the
This
one.
guy?
Yes, and he's with.
Yeah, I don't like his look.
He's with Typhlosion.
Okay.
His arc in the show and the anime is these quintessential powerful but flawed. He blames himself for the loss of the world's number one hero, and it eats away at him, and he wants to do his best.
Okay.
It's
Very good. I told you what my second pick would be. What would you be second pick?
second one. I went Thor.
Yeah, Thor's great. Thor's great. What do you think, Andrew?
I have Anakin.
Anakin, obviously. You could go there in a couple of different.
Rob saw how that ended last time for Obi-Wan, so
Yes.
he just kind of was like,
Yeah.
Absolutely, I did. So our next one here is our elite specialist.
That's the Legolas character.
This is your Legolas character. He is agile. He is precise. He is cool. He has supernatural skill. He is the stylish. His comparable energy is he is the stylish combat MVP. Stylish combat MVP. Okay, so that first pick on this one is me on the Legolas type. Stylish combat MVP. I'm gonna go with John Wick. Is my pick for my Legolas.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I would have put him in the bruiser character.
You could potentially,
he's
but
so brutal.
But he is brutal.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you talk about stylish combat and everything,
for sure.
he's still got all that stuff. And I love me some John Wick. So, but I have who I would give as a second shot. But you get the next pick. I didn't steal one from you, did I?
No.
Okay, good.
No. I'm gonna go Green Arrow. I love Oliver
Green
Queen.
Arrow.
I love me some Oliver Queen.
Yeah.
He's got some like I see in like some of the examples you gave Hawkeye. Hawkeye just doesn't have that flurry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Oliver Queen with his pompadour and his
Oh yeah. No, I mean I think if I went like a different direction, I'd maybe do Legion. But like it's John Wick for me. You?
I'm gonna do Ahsoka.
Ahsoka?
Ahsoka.
Sorry.
Yes. Ahsoka?
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it in its original
In
language.
its original language?
It's original language.
Osaka, absolutely.
Yeah.
You say Osaka?
Osaka.
Ahsoka.
I know, but I was thinking about sushi. So who wants to go to Osaka?
Yeah.
Ahsoka. Very, very good choice. Very good choice. Okay. Okay, their next one.
Wait. What was your second? You said you had a second.
Oh, my second was, I told you, it's probably going to be Legion.
Oh, that's right. You did
Yeah,
say
it's
that.
probably going to be Legion. Who'd be your...
My second one was probably going to be Widowmaker from Overwatch.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's a great one.
Nice. I was probably gonna go either the route of like Black Widow or no, just Black Widow.
Black Widow. Black Widow been a good one. Very, very stylistic. Okay, so the next one we're going to hear is this is the Bruiser. So this is the Bruiser. He is the Heart. It is Gimli, son of Gloin. His role is he is your tank. He is your comic relief. He is loyal. He is emotionally tougher than expected. The comparable energy is he is a loud powerhouse with heart. That's why I don't think he's a John Wick. While he is a bruiser,
fair.
it's
You're
not
looking at personality.
personality-wise, loud powerhouse with heart. You get to pick the first one here, Nick, on this one.
Knuckles.
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 I like that pick.
Knuckles. Second close. I want to wait and see who you guys pick, but my second one would have been Brittany would have been for my uncle. I would have picked that one just for Uncle C if I had picked it, but you'll understand here in a second.
Yeah.
I'm going back into a franchise I already used, but I couldn't pass it up. Toph Beifong from Avatar. Last
Yes.
Airbender.
I know you're big
Avatar.
fan of this one. This one's tough for me.
Way of Water was your favorite, right?
Shut up.
This is tough for me. Who do I have so far? Who are my?
You have Harry Potter, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Batman, Kratos, and John Wick.
Yeah, so then I'm going to go with the Hulk. I'm going to go with the Hulk as going to be my bruiser. I mean, I was thinking about Chewbacca. I really love Chewie. I thought about picking Korg just because Korg's funny, but I gotta go with
My second one was going to be Dom Toretto.
Dom Toretto, the
Nice.
bruiser. Yes, that's a good one.
My second was Donkey Kong.
I got family.
Ooh, Donkey Kong, also very good. Going with the Hulk on that one. Okay, that leads us to, I believe, we're on our Sam type here.
Yes, the loyal best friend.
The Sam type is the loyal best friend. So, Samwise Gamgee, they are loyal. They're emotional support. They are surprisingly brave. They keep the group together. They're like the real MVP. They're the one who gets it done.
I can't carry it for you,
It
but
gets
I
it
can
done.
carry you.
But I can carry you. Yes. So that means it's back to Andrew. Andrew, you get number one pick on your
Really worried.
loyal best
I'm really
friend, Sam
worried
type.
one of you guys is going to take the one I want.
Well, not that I intended for it to happen, but my pick ended up being literally the best friend of my not of the reluctant leader. So it's Dustin Henderson from Stranger Things.
Yes.
Not again. I can't lose you. Can't lose
Just
another
because I have an opportunity here, I want to do this so bad, but I'm gonna go on a win here, and I'm picking Short Round.
person. Okay.
Short Round from
Indiana
Jones.
Nice.
Kei Kwan. He is just like, he is wiry. He can figure it out. He's incredibly loyal. He's so good. Short Round. Kei Kwan. Go watch Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's fantastic. Okay. Who's yours?
Miles Morales.
Miles Morales.
specifically the Spider-Man
You
2
think he's
video
a
game Miles
loyal
Morales.
best friend, or you're using him from the Sony PlayStation video game one,
Where
he worked with
Peter is fighting the symbiote and Miles is the one who comes
I think
and
if you're
helps him.
describing him out of the movies,
Not the
he's
movies.
not that character
No.
in that.
PlayStation 5 Spider-Man 2 Miles Morales.
Okay,
Fair.
and that's fair. That is a fair,
Fairer.
a fairer one. Your first one, no, I'm just kidding. That was good. So good. Second choices on any of those?
I had Tails.
Second from that would have been. Actually, I don't even know if I had a second one.
Yeah,
It's
I would have
Miles.
picked Goose from Top Gun.
Nice.
I'd have picked Goose from Top Gun as my second one for that one. So, and I'm not looking for those characters to have power.
Or-
I mean, the rest of my group is powerful.
I guess the second one would have been Ned.
Yeah, but that's the thing about Sam too. That's the thing about Sam too. With a lot of these that you guys mentioned, is the ones we just named here aren't necessarily the most powerful.
Right.
They're just loyal. They get it done in the end. Okay, so next we're gonna be doing the Merry and Pippin types.
Are we doing 2 for this?
Yeah, you're gonna actually have to do 2 for this to actually. These are your chaotic sidekicks, and each of you get to pick 2. But we're gonna go in the round here, so you'll get to pick your first one, and then you pick your first one, and then you'll pick your second, and second, and somebody else might
Can I
steal
actually
it.
make an addendum really quick then?
You may
Just to
request an addendum.
addendum how you quickly had changed yours. I want to change my Sam.
Okay, since we are just coming out of Sam, I'll allow it.
I actually want to switch it to Deku from My Hero.
Deku. Okay.
For those who watch
I
it,
will
they'll
allow it because
understand.
you're not going back. We
Yeah.
just finished that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, all right. So chaotic sidekicks. This is Meriadoc, Brandybuck, and Peregrine Took. I just love how Gandalf says it.
Fool of a Took.
Full of a took. Comic relief, accidental heroes, heart, disaster energy, the lovable idiots who somehow save the world. And so, Merry and Pippin types. Ultimately, who gets the first pick on this one? That's me.
You.
I get the first pick on this one. I am going to go with Merry and Pippin type. My first one is going to be Deadpool. Deadpool's going to be my first of those two. Okay. Who is yours?
Chandler Bing.
Chandler Bing. Respect. Not for power, but just because of...
Because he's going to bring the vibes.
Yeah. Well, that's why I want Deadpool in there, man. He's going to bring the vibes. I love it. Who's yours?
So
Did I steal Deadpool from you?
No,
Okay.
I had mine as a pair because they are inseparable,
Yes.
and it's Fred and George Weasley.
Oh,
I'll give
Fred
that
and
to
George
you.
Weasley.
I was going to go that route of being like,
But
hey,
you can
I have
only
a
pick
pair.
one right now.
So Fred Weasley.
Fred Weasley. Okay. My second one will be George Weasley.
I was going to do. I was
just kidding. I'm just kidding. So my first is Deadpool. I'm sticking with that one right there.
So then it comes back to me, right?
And so yours is you're starting with Fred Weasley. Do you want to go ahead and commit to Fred? I'm not going to steal George Weasley.
I'm not going to steal George. Weasley.
No, I kind of want to pick two different characters now. So my first one's going to be Rocket Raccoon.
Okay.
Oh, very good. That's a direction I could have potentially gone. Okay. My second one is going to be Jack Sparrow.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Jack Sparrow is going to be my second one. So I have Deadpool and Jack Sparrow. So what's going to be your second?
Barney Stinson.
Barney Stinson. Barney Stinson. Very, very good.
Dude, this tier, this one right here is purely for the vibes. Chandler Bing is bringing the comedy, and Barney is just going to be Barney.
Hey, I know who my next one was going to be. If one of you would have picked either Deadpool or Jack Sparrow, but I'll wait for you to pick your second.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn. That's a great one. I would have picked Shrek.
I wanted to do a pair that I thought would be funny, but I figured if I said it, you guys would steal one of them from me. I wanted to do SpongeBob and Patrick.
I would have loved either one of those. Okay, so
Can I say something really weird? So because I got caught off guard with this whole Weasley thing, and I don't want to pick it. I had chat pull up. I literally asked chat, give me a quick list of Chaos Gremlin energy.
yes,
And the S tier that it gave me back.
yeah,
Top 5. Rocket Raccoon.
yes,
Sokka from Avatar.
yes.
Yeah. Deadpool, Fred and George Weasley, and Chandler Bing.
Oh God, it's listening to us.
It's
guys.
listening.
It's listening
knows.
to us. Okay, so we're gonna have one more closing question in just a second, but let's name our list. So you have your list.
I have it in my head.
You have it in your head.
Write it
Okay.
down.
So if you can go through the here, can you guys, Brittany, can you name my list for me?
Yes.
Okay.
So Frodo is Harry Potter, Gandalf is Obi-Wan Kenobi, Aragorn is Batman, Boromir is
Kratos, yes.
Legolas is John Wick, Gimli is the Hulk, Sam is Short Round, and Merry and Pippin are Deadpool and Jack Sparrow.
That's a great list right there. That's a great list. Nick, what's your list?
Frodo is Peter Parker. The Wizard is Professor X. The reluctant king / leader. Oh gosh, who did I say? Who did I say for Aragorn?
On reluctant king leader. Aragorn. Did you pick Din Djarin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mando. That's why I was blanking. I was thinking Mando.
Yeah.
For Boromir, Flood was Bakugo.
Yes.
The elite specialist was the Green Arrow.
Yes.
My bruiser was
Knuckles.
Was Knuckles.
I'm doing better at yours.
I know. Sorry, it was Knuckles. My Sam was Deku, and my Merry and Pippin were Chandler Bing and Barney Stinson.
Okay. And your list.
My Frodo is Arthur Morgan. My Gandalf is Uncle Iroh.
Mm-hmm.
My Aragorn is Steve Harrington.
Yes.
My Boromir is Bucky Barnes. My Legolas is Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. Yes.
My Gimli is Toph Beifong. My Sam is Dustin Henderson. And my Merry and Pippin are Rocket Raccoon and Harley Quinn.
There you go. Okay. Because you're our in-studio guest today, before we ask this last question, of those three, which one is your favorite list?
I think it's really close.
Really close.
Yeah.
Who do you got to give the edge
Between
to?
you two, not Andrew. Andrew's is
Sorry,
a
yours
little
is-
bit whack.
it's a little
Steve Harrington
That's just one character.
You didn't see it.
Very
though.
producer
You,
energy.
Andrew, you didn't see it. You said Steve Harrington, and he went.
Right behind
Great.
you.
I feel like he really stepped up in Stranger Things.
Hey, they are. We have guests in the studio, so they
I
can
mean,
be
better than Bakugo.
Okay, so
You've never seen the show.
if you have to pick
You're
who
so
is out of
niche.
this list, what is your favorite?
I think overall with a variety, I would give it to Rob.
Thank you very much.
I
Thank
know
you very
your
much.
characters more than Nicholas's. So.
There you go. There you go. Okay, good. Going
It's
from
close.
familiarity a little
Nick,
bit,
it's
but
very close.
very close.
I just don't know any of your anime people.
Yeah. So okay. Well, one last question before we go into our spin the wheel, and this is the last episode, dude, of this season. It's been a great season, buddy.
It has been.
Been a great
Thanks
season.
for doing this with me.
Can we just give a hand for our producer?
Nah.
Keaton started us off,
Keaton.
so we're grateful for Keaton. So if you're listening, Keaton, we thank you so much for helping us get this going.
Come do the job.
At the beginning of the season, it was just Nick and I figuring it out around Christmas, and that was it. And Andrew jumped in. Thank you, Andrew, so much. Nick, you're a great co-host, even though sometimes I want to punch you in the face. And I hope I'm the same for you. One more closing question on this segment. The fictional character you would want beside you walking into Mordor if you could only pick one.
Link.
Are you thinking Link for more fighting or more?
I don't know.
Like,
It's
are
just the
you
first
saying like
character that came
the
to me.
Sam, like how Frodo had Sam with him?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't
Just-
matter what your reasoning is.
Okay.
For me, I'm going to pick from my
Homelander.
list, and I'm going to pick Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'd want Obi-Wan with me. I'd want Obi-Wan with me. I just think he is such an incredibly well-rounded character. He is wise. He would, if I'm losing myself, he would stay
Yeah.
together. But also power set,
Yeah.
too. When you're talking Jedi, he is one of the greatest to ever to live.
That's right.
Arguably the greatest.
And he knows how to handle lava pits,
Yeah, he knows how to handle lava pits. He knows how,
not to fall in them.
well, to get the high ground.
He knows to have the high ground.
You got to have the high ground, okay? So mine would be Obi-Wan. Who would be yours?
I mean, I feel like lots of people assume
It's going to be a Spider-Man character.
that I'm gonna pick a Spider-Man character. I'm not, and I feel like Colton, being somebody who knows why I'm going to pick them, but it's gonna be who my Sam was. It's gonna be Deku.
Deku. Yes. Yeah.
Deku as a character throughout
Not surprised by you.
through the entire show and into the end, his whole thing is he doesn't want to have to kill anybody. He wants to save people, and he wants to, no matter the cost, he wants to save people.
Yeah.
And so I'd be like, I can't go on, and he would pull a Sam move of, well, it's not, I can't carry it for you, but I'm gonna get you up there.
Who would be your one?
Probably Uncle Iroh.
Uncle Iroh.
I just want him. I just want to talk to him.
You just want to hang out.
I
with
want him
Uncle
to
Iroh.
hold me.
You set the vibes.
And tell me things are gonna
If
be
I've got to
okay.
go into a place where I'm potentially not walking out of here, I want my last moments
Yeah.
to be really good.
Yes.
So I respect that. Okay, that's a great finale question. A fun, a different kind of take. Did you guys enjoy that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys enjoy that? Andrew, you enjoy that?
Yes, that was fun.
That was fun. Okay.
Next
All
time
right.
we do
We're gonna
our draft Avengers.
draft Avengers. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so we're gonna the way the wheel works. Grab me camera here. We're 24 episodes in. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. And ultimately, what we need to do is spin the wheel that exists of all these things, and the next movie we watch, so we name on here, will be the movie you will start next season with. And when is next season coming? That is to be announced.
TBD.
Oh, okay. So, all right.
Throw the camera to me really quick.
Okay.
We want to thank you guys so very much for everyone who stuck around for this first season. This was born out of a want of just to celebrate and talk about movies. And so we appreciate all the people who take the time to watch and listen and talk to us about it. It's been a fun first season.
And we'll keep coming through this season with like a bunch of different small takes. We're Nick and I will be at the movies a lot. There's a lot of things.
Popcorn Perception.
A lot of popcorn
live.
perception.
Thanks.
Andrew will be there as well. He'll be a part of
Sometimes.
it. Sometimes, I mean,
He always feels like he's not invited to the movie nights.
he's always invited.
That's what I told him.
He's invited to every single one. He just needs to show up.
I don't know when.
Sunday nights.
Sunday nights.
What time?
6 p.m.
6-something p.m.
Okay.
Yes. Almost every single time, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes. My wife
Except for
hates
when
it.
we did Dune. Dune, we
She
started at 4.
Dune, we had to start at 4 because we did watch a lot of Dune. Okay, so let's spin the wheel. Okay. Hey, hold on. Are we ready for the movie? Drum roll, please. See you at the movies.